Hi there readers, welcome to our first video about our new book, The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins. And actually this is another little introductory video because although I've announced this book, I wanted to give you reason to read it, and I was looking through the first section of the book deciding what I wanted to turn into content, write about, video about, blah blah blah, and I want to read you this section, and to me this is the reasons to read this book. So I'll start off with a little quote which actually comes a few pages in before I read this section, where Mel says, "This book is about changing the default programming that keeps you trapped and in a destructive and unsupportive relationship with yourself." So I'm going to read from page 7. If you've got the book, you might want to read along. It's time to give yourself the encouragement you deserve and you need. Self-worth and self-esteem, self-love and self-confidence all begin by building those attributes within yourself. That's why I want you to begin every day with a high five in the mirror. It's a habit you should learn, you should understand, and you should practice every single day. And that's just the beginning. In this book, you'll learn dozens of ways to make supporting and celebrating yourself a habit, using research, science, and deeply personal stories, and the real-life results that the High Five habit is creating in people's lives around the world. I'm going to prove to you and inspire you to take control of your life by high-fiving yourself in all kinds of cool ways every single day. The High Five habit is more than something you do. It's a holistic approach to life, a proven mindset, and powerful tools that reprogram the subconscious patterns of your mind. You will also learn how to identify the thoughts and beliefs that take you down mentally, like guilt, jealousy, fear, anxiety, and insecurity. And more importantly, you will practice flipping them into a new thought and behavior patterns that lift you up and keep you moving forward. And of course, I'm going to break all this down and show you how to do it, explain the research that proves why these tools work. This is bigger than knowing how to wake up happy or pick yourself up when you're feeling down or hype yourself up for the biggest and most exciting moments of your life, all of which you'll learn how to do in this book. It's about understanding and improving the most important relationship you have in the world, the one with yourself. In these pages, you'll learn about your most fundamental needs and how to fill them. You'll also discover proven mindset strategies to help you get through every moment, the highs and lows, ups and downs, and never give up on the person you're staring at in the mirror. How you see yourself is how you see the world. Mel goes on to say, "When I really stop and think about it, my job is the embodiment of a high five. Everything I share, whether it's on the stage or in books, YouTube videos, online courses, and social media posts, every single thing I do is meant to tell you I believe in you. Your dreams matter. You've got this. Keep going. I've been giving you high fives for years. And even though I've been high-fiving you, I haven't always been that great at giving them to myself. I am my own worst critic. I bet you are yours. It's only recently when I started high-fiving myself, first in the mirror and then in so many other symbolic ways, that things fell into place. When I stopped trashing myself and started giving my reflection a high five instead, it was more than an encouraging gesture on a low day. It flipped that self-criticism and self-hatred on its head. It changed the lens through which I viewed my life. That was the beginning of a massive shift in my life, a line in the sand, the beginning of a brand new connection to the most important person in my life, myself. A new way of thinking about myself and about what was possible for me. It inspired me to create an entirely new way of experiencing life. That's why I wrote this book. When you can celebrate yourself, it helps you cheer louder for others. Your friends, your colleagues, your family, your neighbours, and your partner. That's because your relationship with yourself is the foundation of every relationship you have in life. A word of warning. At first, the high five will seem simple on its face, even stupid or weird. So humour me for a second because there's a lot of research here. The way it works on your subconscious mind and at a neural pathway level is deep. How it changes you lasts way longer than the handprints you'll leave all over your bathroom mirror. In the beginning, the high five is just something you do, but over time, the validation, confidence, celebration, optimism and action that it symbolises becomes part of who you are. Here's the thing that's been a revelation to me. You can work hard while being soft with your soul. You can take chances, screw up and learn the lesson without burying yourself in shame. You can have huge ambitions and still treat yourself and others with gentle kindness. You can face really hard and terrible situations in life and double down on optimism, resilience and faith to get you through. When you stop making yourself wrong for how you're feeling, you'll immediately feel better. It's only when you learn how to cheer, encourage and support yourself through the ups and downs that you'll naturally stop struggling and life will start flowing in the direction that it is meant for you. You have no idea how much easier things could be if you stopped being so hard on yourself. How much more beautiful life could be, how much more rewarding the highs would become if you weren't constantly taking yourself so damn mentally low. There's a couple of quotes I really want to pull out of that little bit that I've just read that I think are game changers. The first one is, how you see yourself is how you see the world. I can't think of anything more powerful than that and that would make me want to work on my relationship with myself. The other one I like is, when I stopped trashing myself and started giving my reflection a high five instead, it was more than an encouraging gesture on a low day. It flipped that self-criticism and self-hatred on its head. It changed the lens through which I viewed my life. One simple action can make such a difference, and this is the key to this. It's an action, a really easy, low barrier to entry action. Mel says, you have no idea how much easier things could be if you stopped being so hard on yourself. Who doesn't need to hear that every so often? I highly recommend you join us in reading this book this month, The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins. I'll see you in the next reading.